Initially, buying a used car can seem like a steeper financial hill versus getting something new, getting something that you don't have to worry about, something that does not have any underlying potential issues, or is going to cost a lot of money up front. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how getting a used car could, or even in most cases, save you a lot of money in the long run. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Ziggy Wick, where we do these POVs, we talk about cars, how to position yourself, and the best possible way to get a bang for your buck when buying a used car and how to spot problems early on. So if you're into that type of stuff, or you're in the market looking for a used car and want to get the best tips and tricks to make your buying experience a little bit more easier, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave some comments down below of things you would like to see in future videos, guys. And we're gonna dive right into this because I was also a victim, believe it or not. Obviously, I'm in my 2007 Acura TSX right now that I did buy used. I bought it used, and when I bought it, it had underlying problems. And at the moment, I learned a lot in this situation. I have to say that. At the moment, I thought that I was scammed. I was kind of angry. I was like, damn it, bruh. Now I got this used car that's giving me all these problems and this and that. It's always scary putting money up front for something that you're not guaranteed to get an investment on. A used car could either be a quick fix to get it up running, or it could be a money pit. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't know how to tell the difference between the two. And that's when things can get a little bit sticky. You get a little scared because nobody wants to buy a money pit. I actually advise against that. That's the one thing you don't want to do, is to buy a money pit. And you're just going to be miserable with a car that you can't really drive because you got to be spending money on it. That is not fun at all, guys. If you buy something that just needs a little TLC here and there, you fix it up, get it running, it's gonna last you a while. A lot of times, cars just need a basic refresh when you buy it. If you buy a proper used car that's mechanically sound, all you have to really do are the basics. You gotta flush all the fluids, redo the suspension in some cases, depending on how bad it is. Sometimes you might need to put a little shock here and there, inner or outer tie rods, axle. These things sound annoying. It's something where it's like, damn, if I had bought a new car, I wouldn't have to deal with this. I could just drive it right off the lot and go about my day. And I understand. I was once there. When I bought this car, anything over like 50 miles per hour, it was shaking like crazy because of the axle. It was horrible. It was annoying to drive, but I fixed it and it worked. And I think a lot of people complicate this part of buying a used car because there's so many different parts to buy. It's not like a new car where things are fresh and things are constantly being developed. And if you buy a 2007 Acura TSX, you're stuck with whatever's on the market. And throughout these years, which is almost gonna be 20 years since this car was produced, right? There has been various people over those 2 decades that have tried different products. People have preferences and they'll post it online like it's the law. And then that is confusing because, like, for my axle, there's people that will say, oh, you have to go OEM. I tried every other axle and it was horrible. You have to go OEM. And there's some people that was like, yo, I bought this, non-OEM axle and it worked. And then there's these two sides, right? Do I cheap out, get a non-OEM axle and potentially not fix the problem? Or do I get an OEM one, but it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg? I'm not looking forward to paying $300 or whatever the OEM one was. The price for that, it's just not worth it to me at the moment. I did not have $300 to just put into an axle. That didn't seem worth it. So I went ahead, I made the decision, and I bought the cheaper one. I bought some GSP axles, and that was like 2 years ago when I bought those axles. And I put like what? I would say confidently I put 30,000 miles on it so far since then, and it's been amazing. I can't complain. No shake. I only changed one at the time, so the other one is kind of going out, so I'm just going to change both of them at the same time because that one has a bit of wear and tear, so why not just change both of them? But it's been amazing. My friend that has a TSX also got GSP axles for his car, and they're nice. Obviously OEM is probably gonna be a little bit better, but you know what I mean? Yo, you gotta save a buck here and there. The whole point of getting a used car and not going to the lot and taking out something new is the fact that you're trying to save a buck. You're trying to get a good deal. That's the whole point of buying a used car. So these are things that you have to look out for. You gotta have your own mindset, or you'll get dragged down this road of like options that people think you have to do, where like there's ways to work around it. You have to think about it this way. Do you spend, let's say you have to spend $1,000 extra up front, right, to get this car to where it needs to be, versus, let's say estimated a monthly payment for a brand new car is going to cost $500 a month for X amount of years. Let's say 3 years. That only takes 2 payments. That only takes 2 payments to get the car to where it needs to be. And then you're saving money. Then you're just doing basic maintenance. That's what I did. I put like, I would say probably I put $1,500 into this car. And that $1,500 is obviously just things that I needed to do just to get the car running. I put more money into it, but I would say $1,500 of like what I've spent has just been to get the car just running properly enough to be a reliable daily driver. The main job I did on this car was a clutch, and it was a tough pill to swallow, man. I was like, damn, I bought this car and now the clutch needs to be changed, and it's, labor is expensive. If you can't do your own work on your car, you gonna pay for that labor, man. It is expensive, and rightfully so. These people have to go to school. They got to get certified to work on cars. If you're running a car shop, you can't pay utilities off of $20 oil changes. You know what I mean? The big jobs have to cost. These people are people at the end of the day. They're humans with lives. So there's both sides of the spectrum where people complain about, oh, labor is too expensive, but then, you know what I mean, you doing a job, you getting paid properly for it. And I'd assume if you doing a job and you getting paid what you think you should be getting paid, you gotta pay the person that's working on your car what they think they should be getting paid too. That's just how life works. What I did is I started learning how to work on my own car. So you know what I mean, I save a little buck here and there by doing my own work, and it helps out. But when it's serious jobs like the clutch change, bring it to a shop, let them worry about it. That's too much to worry about. And it's been worth it. I put it off for a while, I ain't gonna lie. I was scared to spend that much money on this car because it was older, and I was like, dang, if I spend that money and this car go break down or stop working, I'm gonna be sick. But it was one of the best things I've done. This car is like, it just refreshed it. It's like a brand new car now. And granted, there are more things that I want to do to it to just get it to where I want it to be. But right now, this car is mechanically just perfect. Chef's kiss. I don't have to worry about that large overhead every single month, so it works out eventually. You have to play it for the long game. Buying a used car isn't always about the immediate savings up front. You have to think about long term. Think about 3 years from now, because that would be the amount of time you'd be locked into the loan. You know what I mean? So you have to think about stuff like that when you're in the car market, when you're making these decisions that'll affect your life long term, guys. Man, the sun is out, the weather's warming up. Oh my gosh, summer is around the corner, guys. I love it. I'm one of them people, you already know I love the summer. I don't like the winter. I want all this snow to hurry up and go. Rhymed a little bit, but yeah, this winter stuff is annoying. It's depressing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, man. But thankfully, this car has been a trooper. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little surprised on how good this car handled in the snow. And granted, I did buy brand new tires right before the heavy snowfall came in Jersey, just for that reason, because I had to commute to work. I'm an essential worker, so I had to go in the storm, one of the snowstorms, the first one. And man, it was a couple times where I saw some cars stuck, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna get stuck too. And it powered through, man. I had to bounce it off the rev limiter a couple times. I was a little scared, I ain't gonna lie. But my baby made it, man. My baby brought me to where I needed to be. So you see what I'm saying? It's like, you take care of these machines, they'll take care of you. But you have to put in that initial investment. You gotta get things right. And once you do that, everything is gonna be perfect. Why this guy just double lane change? I guess he's coming off at the exit. Weird BMW things, man. Those people right there, they're scary people. You never know. And he got a blinker on. Normally BMW drivers don't use blinkers, so he must be an imposter. That must be like a rental or something. Ain't no way that's an actual BMW owner using this blinkers. I don't believe so. It's mad people that be trying to camp out in the left lane and they just doing the speed limit. It's like, bro, get out the left lane, dude. Like, I don't understand why people's egos be so big to where it's like you feel like you need to stay in the left lane and block everybody because you don't want to drive fast and you don't want to get into the lanes for people that don't want to drive fast. Like, there's times where I'd be a little punchy with the gas pedal, but if I'm chilling, I'm mostly chilling in the right lane. Like, why would I sit in the left lane doing the speed limit? That doesn't make sense. And if cops are watching, they gonna be watching the left lane. Like, you always see cops in the middle of the divider. Like, they rarely be over here. They be watching that left lane, bro. So it's like, might as well do yourself a favor and get out the left lane. You know what I mean? I don't know, but everybody is different, so I guess I can't generalize everybody's actions in one. But man, I'm loving the weather. The weather is amazing. And yo, for people that are looking into buying a car, looking to buy a used car, man, you gotta think it through. Make sure you're making the right decisions, man, because these are small things that in the moment it really has no effect. Like, you think about it, where do you buy a new car or a used car? Like, in that moment, there's kind of no trade-off. You know, maybe you get a nicer car if you go new. The monthly payments ain't set in yet, so that's not something you really got to worry about. And if you buy a used car, you drop the bread that you already had saved up because you're probably gonna buy it cash, and then that's it. You drive it home. But I feel like the long term, like over an extended period of time, that's when you really see the benefits of getting a used car versus a new car. When you don't have to worry about that monthly payment. I mean, I've never been in a monthly payment for owning a car because all I've had was used car. This is my second car, and my first car was a used Honda Civic. So, I mean, granted, I ain't acting like I'm coming from payments or something, but I would imagine, like, yo, it will be annoying, like, unless you're doing it for business reasons or something, or it's really just that cheaper to get it in your situation than getting a used car. I just couldn't see myself doing it in the near future because there's no need. My baby holding me down. I'm at 225,000 miles. I'm hoping to get this thing to 300,000 miles, man. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think if I could do it. It's an Acura, which is a Honda, and you know, people say these Hondas last forever, especially the old ones. So, you know, I'm trying to make something shake. Trying to make this thing last 300,000 miles. We'll see how it goes. But y'all, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching videos. Thank you for interacting. If you comment down below, I appreciate it, man. My heart goes out to you, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, you know, and subscribe. Let me know down below what y'all think about the content, what y'all think about the topic, and also drop down below some things that you would like to see in the future. You know, these videos are for you at the end of the day, so make sure you let me know down below what your preferences are, and I'll cater to it as best as possible. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Make sure y'all buy TSX and travel. Get out there, explore the world, be safe, and that's it, man. Ziggy Wick out.